Yo, what's going on? So I have in front of me the dynamic duo, MPC ONE and the Elektron Digitone. What I want to do today is just show how great the MPC MIDI Production Center is at controlling other gear through MIDI. So what I have is the MIDI out going into the MIDI in of the Digitone, and I was thinking we could just make a house beat using only the MPC controlling the Digitone. So right now all I have set up is, other than having these plugged in, I have drums loaded up on track 1 of the MPC, a couple kicks, a couple snares, just percussion, 2 open hi-hats, and 3 closed hi-hats. So the first thing I'm going to do, usually when I'm making house beats, I either start by recording chords or start by developing a bass line. Today I think I'm just going to start by developing chords. So I'll go into track 2, and I want that to be a MIDI track. And then I set up the MIDI port to MPC, and then we have MIDI channel 1. So I think that sound might be good for bass. Let's see what other sounds I had on here from last time I used it. That sounds like a good chord patch. So if you click on the pad performance on the MPC, it brings up this screen. This will basically allow you to play in a certain key, and you know at least every single note is going to be in the same scale, which is A currently. So let's mess around a little bit. So I'll set the tempo. With house beats, I usually like to be around 110, so let's do 111 just for fun. Next, let's see if we can add a bass line. And again, we're still in the key of A major, so we know that any note that we play with this bass is going to be in the same scale as the chords that we just recorded. This is why I love using the MPC as a MIDI controller, because the workflow is just so quick. Let's start adding in a bit more sounds from the Digitone. I love the Digitone sounds so much. I did a video right here where I talk about the Digitone sounds and how you can incorporate them into lo-fi, but I think this pairing right here is one of the most versatile pairings you can have. I love making house beats with it. I love making lo-fi hip-hop, ambient music, which I'll talk about in a future video. But in general, I just love the sounds from this. The sound design is, you can go so deep with it, or you can just jump right into it with what's already built on in terms of presets, and I think you'll be happy with it. But let's keep going, adding some more sounds into the beat. Let's see what we can find here. I really like that sound. Let's see what we can add in terms of a melody, a slight lead into the beat. Remember, I'm controlling the leads, chords, bass. All of those sounds are coming from the Digitone right now. So if I want to make adjustments to the way that they actually sound, I'm going to be doing that here. Otherwise, anything I'm doing is coming from right here. So with the last available track that I have for the Digitone, because we've used 3 instruments already, just 4 tracks on here, we can use 4 instruments at once. The last track that I'm going to use, I'm just going to try to add some texture to the beat. It'll be sitting in the background, not really a main part of the beat, but if it wasn't there, I think it's something that you would notice was missing, not necessarily something you notice is present, if that makes sense. So I found this sound, which I'm going to turn down a little bit. And I'm just going to kind of layer some notes on top of the chords, and we'll just add some texture to the beat. Let's see what we can do. Alright, I think the beat came together pretty well, especially considering the time it took to put it together. I hope this showed how great the workflow is on the MPC if you're just trying to spark ideas. But appreciate you hanging out. Thanks for hanging out with me, making music. I love you guys so much. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see in a future video. And peace, see you in the next one. Thank you. Now I'm just going to jam out on this track.